Sorry this is so long. I'm a music student, play multiple instruments, and as a result, my room, I took over the entire basement after my sister moved out. It looks a bit like the instrument storage area at a mid-sized concert venue. This story takes place past the holiday season. My aunt, uncle, he's not entitled, just too passive to intervene, and their 7-year-old daughter, EC, came to visit. And apparently, I'm a bad cousin. Yes, that's a quote. If the week before my performance exam, I don't spend my entire week entertaining EC instead of, practicing. Every day this week, EC has been dumped in my room while and you sit, drink and chat upstairs. So as you may imagine, I've had to keep one eye on EC to stop her messing with anything, keyboards, guitars, violins, etc. So far I've managed to keep her entertained with my old keyboard, one of the ones kids start learning with a bunch of different voices and functions on it. But today, something else has got her eye. My new embarrassingly expensive bass guitar. I've worked weekends at minimum wage since June to afford it. EC goes to take it down from a swell mount, and she's 7, and it's heavy. It hits the floor hard on her foot, then ensuing and screaming it's allowed to bring EM down the stairs from the upstairs, and the conversation ensues. Oh honey, to EC, is your foot okay? Did the heavy guitar hit you? EC mumbles something I can't hear. I know it's not your fault, baby. I'll go talk to him now. He'll apologize to you. Don't worry. Walks over to me, starts yelling. What on earth are you doing? This is unacceptable. She could have been killed. No, but okay. I'm telling your mother. You are so irresponsible. My baby is crying. Go apologize right now. I do, because over the past 10 years, I've learned this lady can't be reasoned with in these situations. And I assumed that was the end of it. If I'm honest, I was slightly relieved because I hoped this meant EM would take EC upstairs and I could get some practice in. But no, hold on to your hats, folks, because there's more. As I mentioned, it's the holidays, and I neglected to get EC something for Christmas because, she's 7, and apparently this doesn't fly with EM. Honey, is there anything in here you want? It's your Christmas present from me since he didn't get you anything yet. Hold on, that one. That, pointing to my ukulele. I don't use it anymore, but it was my first ever instrument and has a lot of sentimental value to me. Signed by all of my old friends when I moved country, won a talent show with it, etc. Obviously, this is not something I'm giving to a 7-year-old. No, you can't have that. It's special to me. What do you mean? It's a piece of junk. True, but that's not the point. You should thank me for taking it off your hands. Now, you don't need to drive to Goodwill and drop it off. Takes ukulele and hands it to UC. Now we see my name is boring you. Come on upstairs. We can find something else for you to do. Silver lining, I guess. Rant to my mom about this later in the other room. She says she'll see what she can do to get it back. I didn't see it for the rest of their stay and didn't have time to search as I had to catch up on practice-wise what I'd missed. But on the last day, they were packing up to leave. I got a text from my mom to come upstairs. Hell no, I wasn't coming up helping them to pack. When I come up, she quietly beckons me over and says that EM has packed my ukulele, but her and you are out in the car strapping EC in, and apparently it's in the last bag, and they haven't packed it. I dive in by sitting on the top, stash in a cupboard, and zip up the bag. And all before they could come back for it. EM, thanks so much for having us. To me directly. EC loves the guitar, and who knows, maybe we'll start a band one day. Like frick we are. Thanks for indulging me. This lady is crazy, and my mom's already said we're not having them back anytime soon. I just couldn't believe the nerve. Had to force the guitar out of my hands. I know that's not what it said, but yeah, that's basically what happened. This story is extremely crazy, and I really feel bad for this guy. Next story. Around the summer, I had bought a boosted board dual plus electric skateboard. At the time, I was ecstatic riding it every chance I got. I got a few compliments and looks, and it was pretty cool zooming at 18 miles per hour on a longboard. On my way to a friend's house, I hit a rock, and me being stupid, didn't have any protective gear. Don't do that. Always put your protective gear on. I had fractured something in my elbow. It's called a olecranon, I think. It hurt like hell, and I was going to take a while to heal. My mom made me return it as she didn't want me getting hurt again. Good job. Amazon has these things near me where you can return anything bought from an Amazon at Kohl's, and they would ship it out for free. I have a friend drive me to Kohl's, and I needed to do some shopping, so she would pick me up later. She drops me off, and there's an absolutely massive line. I get behind this mother and daughter duo trying to return a cart full of clothes that were obviously used with tags ripped off. This is where it all starts. I get in line behind her. Hey, I saw you going pretty fast around that thing that you were riding. I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty stupid and didn't wear any protective gear. Oh, that must be a pain. Is that why you're returning it? Yeah, my mother doesn't really want me getting hurt anymore, and after this heals, it'll already be winter anyway. How about you let my daughter have it until winter so she can use it? She's been watching a lot of skating YouTubers. Yeah, sorry, this cost me a few months of work, and then I won't be able to return it. Sorry, no. Edie tugs its skateboard. How about I buy it off of you? Yeah, sorry, this thing cost me $1,200. Unless you can offer me more than that, I'm gonna have to return it. Starts getting pissy. Well, it's not my fault you got ripped off. Just give it to me. Reaches to take from me. With only one arm, grips skateboard in the chest. What are you doing? You can't have this. It's that simple. You're such a selfish teen. You're too stupid to use it, obviously, anyways, seeing you broke your arm. My daughter has higher markings in her class. She could easily use that better than you. You realize your daughter isn't even in high school and grades mean nothing, correct? You're jealous because you can't be here. Gets to the front of the line by cutting in front of some people. What? We can't return these for full value. All of the tags are ripped off and some of these are obviously stained and worn. Asked to see manager. Yeah. We're gonna have to disable returns from your account. You've returned 70 items in past 3 months. That's a piece of our return policy. Yeah, you can't do that. That's all the clothes I bought. This cost me $900. Daughter who's been watching YouTube videos the entire time on her mom's phone. Give me my mom her money back. I need new clothes. Manager calls radio for security or something. Yeah, I'm trying to grab my board one last time. Too weak to give it, you little selfish. Beep. Daughter just casually runs out of the store even though her mom didn't let her. Continues to try returning all of the clothes. She's escorted out of the store swearing and screaming how she'll get all the employees fired, and now only realizes her daughter ran off somewhere, screaming that someone kidnapped her. What sucks is that they didn't let me return the board because it's been used. But still pretty funny getting her kicked out though. Oh my god, this lady is gone insane. Alright, next photo. So this may seem weird that I have a gaming phone, but hey, I got it for saving up my cash at work. So my story is that I was sitting at a playground one time watching over my friend's daughter who is 6. She's no use in the story, just some background info. Anyways, I was playing PUBG Mobile, minding my own business. Cue the epic EP. Hey, what phone is that? I didn't respond since I was in the middle of a firefight. She says again, what phone is it? I say that's the Republic of Gaming phone that I bought. Then she asks her ES if she wants it. Now, I think she's gonna buy one like mine and go on, but no. She legit grabs my phone and tells me that I need to give it to her ES. Of course, I'm gonna keep it. It's my phone I bought with my own money. I take it back and she starts getting all pissy. I tell her if she wants a phone like this, then she could buy it. Her kid gets sad and she goes full rage mode. Now we can stand an argument from someone. Sorry for the mispronunciation. But she starts getting racist, saying us Mexicans should be staying in Mexico and not selling drugs. I'm mad legit pissed, but try to calm down because I want to show a good image of myself. I leave and sit at another bench. Then my friend's daughter comes up and says what happened, and just a simple, it's a small argument. Personally, as a gamer, I can feel a lot of empathy because he probably lost that game anyways. But besides that, You don't just grab somebody's phone like, hey, I'm actually going to take that from my child. This is actually going to be ours now. I know you worked pretty hard to get this, obviously, because money doesn't just grow out of trees, but we're just gonna take it, because that's how mafia works. But that's really not how mafia works. Let's go on to the next photo if I have one. If not, I'll go get some. I don't, okay. This might be the end of the episode. If it is, this is a bit awkward, but meh, I tried my hardest. I hope you guys like this episode if this is the end, and yeah. Hey, I've been lurking on here a while, but I finally made an account after this happened to me last night. Obligatory first post, and I'm a mobile. Heads up. Quick backstory. I work at a fairly upscale steakhouse restaurant. I'm deaf and work in the kitchen, but sometimes when we're short-staffed, I'm not backed up in the middle of something. I'll help carry stuff out to a table, real quick. Alright, so yesterday we had 3 waiters calling sick, and no one was available to cover for them. Mondays are usually slow anyway, so no one was too worried about it. Until a huge party came in without reservations. It was 6 adults and 7 kids for one kid's birthday party. Again, this is a nice steakhouse. Usually we get a lot of business-type dates, or date night couples, not children's birthday parties. The order comes in and everyone at the table gets steak, even the kids, and every kid got it well done. Whatever. We throw it all together and I help the waitress carry it out since no one else is free to help her. Me. CW, coworker, waitress. EM, entitled mom. EC, entitled child. DM, dumbass manager. I put the last plate I have on the table in front of who happens to be the birthday girl. I see her asking me for something, so I do the universal gesture for me being deaf and hurry off to let them know the waitress they need something at the table before going back to the kitchen. Let's see what they have cooked up in the pot. You get what I did there? Ha! I do read lips and speak, but I don't go there with customers at work. Way easier until I find someone else to help them out instead. Usually it isn't a problem. Not 10 minutes later, CW is tapping on my shoulder, trying to warn me instead of ahead of time that EM asked the manager to complain that I refused to get her daughter something when EC asked me for it. Later, I found out that CW had tried to explain to them I was deaf in an attempt to save me from the wrath, but apparently the EC didn't know what it meant and got upset when it was explained to her. So they went from being pissed I ignored them to traumatized I exist, I guess. DMs come barreling into the kitchen talking faster than I can keep track of and drags me back out to the table. EC is crying with EM patting her back and kissing all over her dog as if her dog died. While they were in the restaurant, EM starts talking angrily to DM. I still have no idea what exactly they were saying, but there was a lot of angry gesturing, nasty faces, and the kid was crying so hard. If CW hadn't warned me what this was about, I would have thought the kid was dying or something. DM finally returns to face me and ask me to apologize. I assume I read her lips wrong and ask her to repeat. No, she really does want me to apologize to these people. At this point, I'm pissed off. You want me to apologize for being deaf? It was upsetting to them. Say you're sorry. Me, no way. This is something I'm born with. I'm not going to say sorry for my existence. That's not how mafia works. Other tables are staring at us at this point, and I'm not willing to go down this road. EM is talking again, but I still have no idea what she was saying at this point. She kept gesturing to her crying kid and jabbing a figure in my direction with an expression that would make Satan cry in her face. Apologize now. That's not going to happen. I was born with this. Please get a life. DM is red-faced and looks like she might blow up at any second, but there was no way I was apologizing to these people. If they had asked me to apologize for ignoring them or whatever, sure, who cares, but I'm sorry I can't hear. Actually, I was pretty thankful at this point. Ian was getting a lot of dirty and annoyed looks, so I guess she wasn't sounding pleasant. I'm fed up with it, so I just head back to the kitchen before I can try to say anything else to me. I guess there was some heated conversation going on behind me. I look back and there, ducking in the kitchen, EM standing up and possibly screaming in DM's face. DM ended up comping their meal and actually threatened to write me up for not apologizing to this crazy lady and her precious 8-year-old sheltered snowflake. I've had some interesting reactions from people when I have to let them know them I can't hear, but this was on a whole new level, and I completely agree with this woman. If you are getting bullied for something you were born with, like autism, that is so mean. Like anti-vaxxers, which might be my next subreddit readings video, like they're insulting all autistic people for saying that vaccines give you autism. They're saying that's a completely bad thing, which is completely fine as long as it's nurtured.
Yeah, my flow's on destructo disc, too afraid to cuff a bitch.